going to do a quick review over how to label moon phases. So remember, every time that you are labeling a diagram for moon phases or trying to predict what moon phase will come next, the very first thing that you always do is find the sun. Remember that the sun could be drawn at the top, or sometimes it's drawn at the bottom, or like many of the ones that we've practiced in class, on the right or on the left-hand side. So remember that the moon that is closest to the sun is always the new moon. And remember, the moon, the dark part is the part that you cannot see. So when you color it in, that's the part that is not visible to you from Earth. So for a new moon, you have 0% visibility. You can't see any of it. Directly across from new moon, it's very easy then to find full moon. That's the one that's completely illuminated, and it is 100%, so we can see all of that white disk. So then between new moon and full moon, remember this is our waxing side where it is getting bigger. So here we can have first quarter because it is 1/4 of the way through our trip. And then when I go to color, remember if it's waxing, the right side is illuminated. So that means my left side is colored. Here I have 50% illuminated. Remember, that's going to take me about 1 week to get from new moon to first quarter. Then I can go across from first quarter is my third quarter. It is 3/4 of the way around the trip. I draw my line. Now remember, it's opposite. So in this case, I'm going to color in my right side. Remember, light on the left is leaving. Now you get to go and do the crescents and gibbuses. Most people find this a little bit more challenging. Remember, this is our waxing side. It's getting bigger, so this means this is waxing. And we want just a little bit that's lit in this case because it's just starting, our light is just starting to grow. And so that shape here is a waxing crescent. That's like your toenail shape. And it is 25% illuminated. There's my 25%. Remember, the crescents are always close to the new moon. Then I come down here to my next one that I'm trying to label on the waxing side. This is going to be a waxing gibbous, because remember, gibbous is the one that's big. It's over 50% illuminated. And you can remember that the word big is hidden in there. The gibbuses are always near the full moon. So the fat ones are near the fat full moon. So if I follow that same rule, this is also going to be gibbous. The difference here is now my light is going to be getting smaller. So that means that it is waning. So remember, now my lit side is going to be on the left because the light is leaving. So all of those L's to help you remember. So I have waning gibbous with 75% illuminated. Then I have third quarter with 50% illuminated. And then my final one that I'm going to do where I just have just a sliver of lit. And again, this is my waning side. So I know that this moon is named waning. And then my shape that I created here was that toenail shape. And that is waning crescent. That's 25% illuminated. So remember, the crescents are located near the new moon. The waning, or the gibbuses, are located on the full moon. One important thing to remember, every time you skip a moon takes about a week. So about 1 week, about 1 week, about 1 week, about 1 week. So it takes a whole month, or about 4 weeks, 29.5 days, to go all the way around. If you needed to know to go from one moon to the next, you'd have to split that time in half. So that might be about 3.5 days, 3.5 days, 3.5 days, 3.5 days. That's all very approximate. Study for your moon phases. Make sure that you have these memorized. And congratulations, you're on your way.